In this video, we'll be going over the Stamina Nightblade's rotation in PvE DPS. This will be primarily meant for single target, as the only difference between this and AoE is instead of running Rending Slashes, we'll run Steel Tornado, and you won't have to worry about managing single target buffs as much. But for this, as always, we want to make sure our buffs are up. So that means drinking our potion, make sure this gets to about 20 to 30 seconds before you engage. That way you can drink it sooner, especially as a Nightblade, you'll be able to activate your Catalyst potion or passive so that you can use more ultimates, especially if you're running War Machine. Then we're going to use Relentless Focus, Blade Cloak, and Leeching Strikes. Then we're going to go in with an Endless Hail, Trap Beast, Light Attack Caltrops, Light Attack Poison Injection, Light Attack Execute, apply our Armor debuff, Rending Slashes, and then begin spam mode. Gonna bar swap, Light Attack Endless Hail, Light Attack Trap Beast, Light Attack Caltrops, Light Attack Leeching Strikes, Light Attack Poison Injection, and then bar swap. So this is going to be super intensive in terms of what abilities we're using. Because our back bar has a lot of light attacking. That way we get a lot of Hawkeye passive stacks. You're going to want to bar swap off of that animation of Poison Injection so you get some nice damage. And then the other really difficult thing about Stamina Nightblade is that you have to manage Relentless Focus. You have to make sure that you're shooting that Spectral Bow, because that's what's going to make up most of your DPS. So when you're on your front bar, whenever you swap back, you should have a Spectral Bow to shoot, and then you should get 5 more light attacks before you bar swap off. So there, I shot the Spectral Bow as soon as I came to this bar. Now I'm going to get another one, and as soon as I shoot it, I bar swap off. Now we've gotten into Execute, so I'm going to reapply all my back bar dots one last time, reapply my buffs, and then we're going to go into Execute spam. 39k. So I'm not in PvE CP. I'm wearing regen sets. It's not optimal DPS whatsoever. So don't take that as an end-all be-all DPS. But again, the biggest thing that you want to do is, as that written guide says, is manage your buffs. That's step number 1. Make sure those are always running, especially Blade Cloak and Leeching Strikes. Leeching Strikes is going to help your sustain, and then Blade Cloak will make sure you're alive. And then Relentless Focus is the most important thing to manage as a stamina DPS for the Nightblade. It's going to give us that Berserk, it's going to give us stamina management because it has a free cast associated with it, and then it's going to do really nice DPS when you fire. You just have to make sure you weave in between each and every ability. Remember, in between each and every ability, you need to weave. So when you're on your back bar, the first thing you do after you bar swap to your back bar is Light Attack, Endless Hail, Light Attack Caltrops, Light Attack Caltrops, Light Attack Leeching, and then Light Attack Poison Injection. So again, boom, 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 and boom. Now, if you have Relentless Focus running, you should have a Spectral Bow to shoot, so you're going to shoot that right away, and then you're going to go into reapplying Rending, reapply your Blade Cloak, shoot some surprise attacks off, fire that Spectral Bow, and then rinse, repeat. So it's really hard to do, but once you get it down, it's going to be easy as pie. It's just going to be muscle memory taking you through the rotation. So again, I'm going to do my back bar light weaving, make sure everything's up, bar swap off that Poison Injection, fire that Spectral Bow, reapply my Rending and Blade Cloak, and right before I bar swap, I get one more Spectral Bow. That way you get at least 2 Spectral Bows off per shot. This is going to help your DPS a bunch. So this was a little bit longer than other classes because, again, Stamina Nightblade is probably the hardest DPS class to play in PvE, not only because your rotation is much more robust than any other class in the game, and it's extremely punishing, but you also have to keep alive. It's easy to do in practice on a target dummy, but when you get into the thick of things with lots of mechanics, it becomes very hard to play. We have very little healing, we have very little defensive capabilities. So Stamina Nightblade going to be really, really difficult. Keep at it, and I hope this guide has helped. Again, refer to the written guide if you need a slower, more digestive sort of process to kind of go through the ropes, and then refer to the video, rewind, and go through and just figure out these little hint points, these tough points, like bar swapping off of Relentless, bar swapping off of Poison Injection. Those are the tiny things that you want to focus on getting better at, but the basics are making sure that you weave in between each and every ability to shoot that spectral bow to begin with. So start with the easy stuff, that's weaving in between each and every one, and then move on to the really hardcore min-max stuff with bar swap animation cancel. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.